Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore, and sitting next to me is...
Chris Weir. Thanks for hanging.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming by. It is, what time we're starting here? It is 7:57. They just brought the Chiefs out onto the field to just rub it in, you know?
Yeah.
Since he's in town, might as well have Chiefs Day and see what happens. That was cute. That was so cute. Chris's cat Benson just knocked over a poster.
Yeah, some posters we just got from a concert that do you not say the Flaming Lips on there. I didn't fucking realize that I got.
What? They don't?
Yeah, one of them does. One of them doesn't. It doesn't fucking matter. It's bad. It's not problems, but it irritated the fuck out of me.
Hey, that's a first world problem.
It really is. I know. But yeah, I got my cat running around down here because it was making noise upstairs, hitting the goddamn door.
Well, it's a cute distraction.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll pop up. Maybe he has some opinions on when the Reds should bring up CES.
Mm-hmm. He has some he's very animated about his starting pitching.
Yeah. He's like, oh, league worst 5.59 ERA. He is eyeing the table, about to make the leap.
Yeah, he's just discovering he can hop around and destroy things.
How old is he?
He's about one.
One? That long? Wow.
I know, yeah. Got him, I think, like in November last year.
Oh, man. Still curious, but and full of energy. Way nicer than my cat, because my cats just look at people and go, I like being under the bed.
Yeah, I've very rarely seen your cats out and not startled.
Yeah, they're just afraid. I don't know why. We didn't hit them or anything. They're just.
No, I mean, I do. I send them threats.
You send in cat threats?
Yeah, I know. I internet shame them. I don't do that. Flip quarters at them when I come over.
I mean, you have said mean things on Instagram in a nice show, Ezra. And I'm like, look at you, dumb fat bitch.
That's a warning.
And he's like, oh my God, adorable. Mm-hmm. Well, we have a new producer, and he's got 4 paws. He's real cute.
Yeah, doesn't like anything that's on the table.
Doesn't.
Will knock it off.
Will knock it off. So you saw the Flaming Lips. Said it was super fun.
Dude, it was great. It was my first time seeing the Flaming Lips. Fucking loved it. I mean, I used to listen to them a whole bunch. And seeing them live was definitely a cool experience. It wasn't like at a really big concert. It was like this outdoor festival in Bloomington. Second time in there in 2 weeks. And I stayed at the exact same fucking hotel I did the last time. So the week before. It was like stayed the exact same spot. But dude, it was really cool. They had it on the street. Narrow, everything's really compact. They fucking crushed it. They played Yoshimi Battles with Pink Robots.
Such a great album.
Yeah, it was like the 20th anniversary of that, so it was fucking great.
Dude, that rules.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nothing like a good street fest. Do you have any street meets?
I did not have any street meats. I had some nice pizza, though. We had Mother Bear's pizza.
Mother Bear's is delicious.
Yeah, it was great. I ate a ton of that. That was, that was like the lifeblood. It was just got a, big pizza, during the day. We stopped back there, after the concert, ate a little bit, and then went out to the bars, came back, and then finished up the last slice. It was perfect.
That's when nothing like a good time-lapse za.
Oh, yeah, it matures a little bit. You come in, it's nice and hot and toasty. Then a little later, it's been in the freezer a little bit. It's still kind of warm, still a little cold. You get it late at night, you're shoving whatever's in there.
And then that cheese hardens.
Yeah, that little tiny table thing. I ate the shit out of that, too. I'm still hungry. I started licking it.
You put one pepperoncini on top of it, got a little fork and knife. You're like,
That's terrific. Left some out for the roaches. That was a great one.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, you had your birthday.
I had my birthday. Yeah. And had some birthday drinks at the historic Rust District. Went to B-List and then Milton's. And then on Saturday, had a big party. Mm-hmm. It was great. I smoked 7 pounds of chicken wings and drumsticks. Sweet Cheeks made pasta salad. That was incredible.
Oh, dang.
She made skyline dip.
Wow.
Guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a pork butt, and I was like, you know what? It says it's about two, a little over 2 pounds. Only take a couple hours. I put it on the smoker at 11. It didn't get done till about 9 p.m.
Did you mismeasure there?
A little mismeasured. I did not read the right label.
Oh, okay.
Whoops! I read the weight per pound, weight per pound.
Yeah.
Duh. It was cost per pound or something on the little Kroger label. And I was like, whatever. And then oh my God.
How much weight was it? How many pounds?
8. 7.92.
Okay, instead of the 2, that's much different.
Yeah, so it's, hour and a half per pound is what they say. So I was like, oh, it should only take 3-4 hours. Nope, way longer.
Yeah.
Full 9.
Damn, did it taste good though?
Dude, it was so good.
Yeah.
Dude, it might be the best thing I've ever made.
Wow.
Yeah, for my birthday, Alicia got me actual butcher paper to wrap it in.
Oh, nice.
Little meat probe to look at my phone, how I'm doing. Oh, dude.
God, buddy, you're really coming into form there.
Dude, and she got me a prep station for outside. Dude, it's over.
Travel Channel's been coming after you. Do a show, the Anthony Bourdain situation.
Oh, Billy Bourdain.
Billy Bourdain.
Watch one man eat himself to death.
Yeah, suicide by beef.
Suicide by beef. I think they opened for the Flaming Lips.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. No, the opening after Flaming Lips was pretty good. It was no Suicide by Beef, but Michelle, I believe, was the name of the band.
Oh, Murder by Beef.
Murder by Beef.
Murder by Beef.
Oh man, well, it goes well with the Flaming Lips, the reality of their band name.
Yeah, all really checks out. Bunsen update: playing with an Easter egg, very cute.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Where did you must have forgot about one of those eggs.
Yeah, thanks for finding that.
Thanks. Yeah, it's only been a couple months. Appreciate it.
Mm.
We definitely need to get a GoPro to put on his head and have him just run around.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. That could be a little drop-down screen for folks who are like, yeah, just 2 white guys talking about baseball. I want to see what the cat's doing.
What's the producer up to?
The cutest producer in the game.
Just hopping around purring.
Just being sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did that. And then it was, dude, I have still so much pork left.
Yeah?
And I overshot it. I was going to also make, so I've got I bought a half of a fourth of a cow.
Okay.
So I've got a whole bunch of things this big of ground beef.
I bet you can reassemble an entire cow in your fridge from stuff you have stored in there, or a Franken meat thing that you have. Okay, It's going to have the kidneys of a bull. It's going to have the wings of a chicken,
and the buttocks of a pig.
Yeah,
the Boston butt, if you will, dude. That would be hilarious if I set that up and just what if I just stick it all together, have it all together with toothpicks, and then put it on my egg.
That'd be great. Kind of like a big turducken that you're making. Just got to reassemble it.
Yeah, the intestines are just andouille sausages that I stick together.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I think yeah. I think we could do that.
Like a meat train.
Meat train. Right on the meat train.
Google that. See if anyone else already has that. Google meat train.
I'm looking into the camera and I am sunburnt or a little red. I don't know what. That might have been from just being outside all day Saturday.
Alopecia.
Yeah, or it could just be meat sweats.
Could be that. Could just be getting horny for meat again.
Dude, always horny for meat.
Yeah.
I just started thinking about that pulled pork again. I'm like, we got to wrap this up. I'm hungry.
Sauce him down.
Let's get it together. Someone just texted me, and I feel like this is how we should kick it off. Did you see that Hunter Green commented on the Sky Rosa?
No, I didn't.
He did. He said that the chili isn't that bad.
Okay.
He also said, with the chili on the hot dog, it's actually not bad. It's good. But that if he were to ever do a Sky Rosa, he would have to not eat that day.
Yeah, I can see that. It's quite the consumption to have there. But that's good. I mean, that says a lot about Cincinnati food. And someone says not bad, hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. You could have said a lot worse.
Yeah, he wasn't like Joe Burrow. It's bad. It's mid. Instead, Hunter Green accepted a new, I can't really talk too much shit. But if I just say it's not bad to good, we're pretty happy.
We'll take it. There's maneuverability on that. But yeah, you got to kind of grow up. It's a fucking wild food. So yeah, if you like it initially, we got to give pause to your decisions. So yeah, not bad. It's a good starting place.
It's a great starting place. It's a wonderful starting place. We watched, when we were together last, the Reds ended up not sweeping the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
But they did take 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals.
Yeah, there was that was a good series to watch. It was really fun.
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
It was just oh man. Well, we'll start with the Dodgers. Graham Ashcraft got drilled in the leg, and honestly, I'm not saying getting hurt is a good thing. But what I'm saying is going on the injured list, maybe missing a start, possibly going back down to AAA might be the best thing for him.
Yeah, like a non-serious injury like that really coincided with him needing a break. So yeah, I mean, you can look at it that way. So it's good timing for something that's never good timing for an injury. But yeah, he needs to get his head right and just watch some film, see if he's doing anything different with his delivery, because it's an entirely different pitcher than what we've seen in his first 6 starts, wherever it was, even going back to last season.
Yeah, I mean, he brought his sinker back, and he got no whiffs on it in 7 pitches. So, but he did get 1 called strike on it. So that's something.
Yeah, it's in the right direction, but there's clearly a lot more analysis that needs to go on with why his pitches aren't working. He doesn't seem to be throwing with as much conviction as what he was. So yeah, hopefully this ends up working out, this little stint on the IL.
Well, and also just pitching smarter. Like, he hasn't been put on the IL yet, but like I feel like he's planning, and what he was doing that was a little bit better was that he wasn't throwing 100% max effort every pitch. He was like trying to just let his body do the work, not over stress, and just trying to throw strikes, not trying to strike out everybody, which again hasn't been his game.
No, I mean, attacking the batter seems to be the way that he was, at his most successful, and he just seems to be backing off from that game plan. So yeah, hopefully this will work out well for him.
Yeah, we're looking at the chart here, and it looks like half of his pitches are outside of the strike zone. They're either down away or they're high and inside. So it's clearly a game planning issue. It's clearly a head thing. And when he was pitching, he said he couldn't walk. Like, he couldn't walk, but he could pitch. And I was like, no, you can't.
Yeah, if you can't walk, we can't field. So what can you do? Yeah.
Also saying that you can pitch right now, operative term.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Very much of a stretch. So, taking 2 out of 3 from them was pretty dope. But you go back, then the next night you've got Ben Lively, who he's getting shelled on his fastball.
Yeah, dude, and it's not like a blow-away fastball. It's a finesse fastball, and when he just leaves it out there, good hitters are going to do what they did, like you saw at the Cardinals, and just send it out into a different orbit. That was difficult to watch. Some of those balls travel, but I think overall he did a really good job. He did what we needed him to do, which was get some length in there. Yeah, when we had having to have the bullpen come in for Graham Ashcraft. So yeah, he did a job, and I feel like I continually like him more and more. Yeah, even though there was. He did give up a fair amount of runs for that start, but he came through in the clutch, and we still were able to get the win that game.
Yeah, and 6 2/3 is something that a lot of starters haven't been able to give you, and it seems like he's the one who's consistently like, even though I'm getting shelled, I'm still going out there. Yeah, I'm still going to get I'm still going to try and get at least 6. So that's the one big thing he gives to you. But if he's using that fastball to set up, if he's using the fastball as the trick pitch instead of the opposite where he's using the slider set of the fastball, that's not going to work. And I understand that you have to make adjustments, but that clearly isn't his game. So you've got enough other pitches to go with that aren't your cutter and that aren't your four-seamer and that aren't your sinker, which again, that's half of the repertoire there, to be able to work around it. So, and if he continues in this direction, he's not long for staying in the rotation.
No, I mean, also too, ideally, like when we get some of the other players, some of the other starters that we thought we'd have, before the season started, he would be a great bullpen guy. Yeah, he could be a dude that if you have a starter go out early, he could do what he did here, eat up some innings, and he knows how to. Go after major league hitters. So, I mean, we'll see where he's at a few weeks from now when we have some more development with the injured list. But positives and negatives, I think a lot more positives with Ben Lively.
Agreed. No, for sure, man. And that led right into Andrew Abbott's last start, too, man. I mean, again, this guy's got 11 2/3 innings, and he hasn't given up a run.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I love seeing. I'm already confident when he's coming up, to the mound. Like he's just like he had that initial little hiccup inning, trying to it seems like those nerves are really going, and he settles in. He's a competitor.
Yeah.
So it just kicks in.
Yeah, dude. And like his pitch mix is really smart. His deception's excellent. And he's somebody that you're like, all right, Hunter Green 1. And then you're just like, Andrew Abbott 2. And Jesus Christ, Luke Weaver's your 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
How and Wiley's your 4. And your 5 is, oh, that was drilled. That's
What was that out?
That's out of here.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's foul. Oh. Never mind.
All right.
That looked like he smoked that thing.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised it actually went out, even if it was foul.
Dude, I'm so glad TJ Friel's back.
Yeah, I am too. Really like it. He's a great player, and him starting off, ideally I'd like to see India in that one hole, but man, he's a tough number 1.
Dude, I'm with you. I like this experiment of putting him on, trying to get him to drive in some more runs, but like the Reds haven't had an excellent leadoff hitter since Sin-Soo Choo.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like they took one problem that was solved, undid it to move somebody into the 3-hole, which granted, I mean, you are getting a benefit there, but you recreated the problem that we solved that was a big situation in Cincinnati for years.
Yep.
So not a knock against any of the other players you can have in that position. I just thought Indy was such a good leadoff hitter.
Yep. And then you could have him you could even flip him. You could put him 3, or you could put India 1, Friel 2, McLean 3, and next thing you know you've got 3 dudes on for Elly De La Cruz.
True.
And so, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Andrew Abbott, man, like he's definitely for sure sticking around. This is it. You can pen him in, and you feel very, very good about it because you feel good about Hunter Green after what he did, even though he battled yesterday. Mm-hmm. He had 9 Ks. He only had 2 walks, but when he had to, it was nice to see him actually pitch to contact.
Yeah, I think it was definitely one of his better starts that he's had. Did really well with his pitches. Didn't seem to get in really too much trouble.
No.
So yeah, it was definitely a lot more of a low stress game as a viewer, and I think for him on the mound.
Yeah, I think that at one point he only had 5 batters was his max, maybe 6. I'd have to look back again, but that's a hell of a start for him, considering he would get into those second inning woes.
Yeah, it seemed like he definitely have one, most likely 2 innings where he's thrown 20 plus pitches where he's really stressing.
Yeah, and he threw 88.
It's great.
It's awesome. That's huge. Oh, is that going to drop, Matty?
Foul ball. We're watching, Matt McLean here, who's already on the ballot for the All-Star game. Was it 4th in voting?
He's 4th in voting.
That's great. I mean, this guy is so solid.
He's so fucking good.
Plate discipline is superb.
God, Elly is so fucking cool.
Yeah, he is.
Just awesome.
Just chilling.
Different colored dreads, all the chains.
There you go.
Yeah. See?
That's great.
And then that brings up India.
Protecting the plate and just giving what the pitcher, taking what the pitcher gives you right there. Mm-hmm. And Elly De La Cruz had a hit like that where he swung outside the zone, but he wasn't like a big looping swing to try and drill it. He just took it and just drove it right out in the center field. It's like, how do you, pitch around it? That's great.
You can't pitch around him because of how long his arms are, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when he's locked in on you, he can just push it and put it wherever he wants, and it's still going to come off his bat at 170 miles an hour.
Yeah.
How do you can't just stop that? It's insanity. Oh, that's right there on the corner. And then you got India. But that was a huge step with Hunter Green, and just knowing the situation, acknowledging to himself, hey man, I'm not gonna get the K here, but if I throw something, high inside at 98, I'm gonna get weak contact. And also using it to set up that slider low. What was really nice is seeing him work the slider middle down. Mm-hmm. And elevating the fastball, and he was just on it so much that just enough with those 2 and throwing his changeup 6 times worked well enough to get the 9 Ks and only give up that many runs.
Yeah, he's doing a great job mixing it up.
Love it. You love to see it. Bullpen was also excellent over the weekend. You had Alexis Diaz give up his first homer. Mm-hmm. That was bound to happen. Yeah. But the rest of the pen looks like a lot of zeros in the earned run column, except for Fernando Cruz and Kevin Herget, which Kevin got. I think he was sent back down again today.
Yeah, thanks.
So your bullpen, you can lean on them, especially in these situations, like with Lively giving up 7 runs, and then you're like, all right, these guys can go out and get to work after he just throws 6 2/3, and they're not going to give up a thing, which is just still insanity to me.
Yeah, it was like, what was it, like 3 2/3 innings they went with only giving up 1 hit? That's great. Yeah, it's terrific. There you go. Just dropping it down.
Yeah, there you
Take
go.
what the pitcher gives you. Going to third. Safe.
Oh, come on. No way. Do the headset. Yeah.
That is. We'll see. We're going to be watching, hopefully, a replay here. Matt McClain getting, so far, calling the field. Out at third, getting gunned down from right, but we're watching the replay now after India just dunked one in the shallow right.
So the thing with MJ Melendez, oh, that's close. MJ Melendez, right fielder, also the backup catcher and the catcher of the future for the Royals.
Really? I mean, third baseman did a good job deking him.
Yeah, he did. Ah,
wow.
What a great tag. That's a bummer.
Yeah, well, we got Cruz up now.
Oh, Cruz watch. So here comes the Cruz missile. He's having a little bit of a week here, pal. A little since he debuted on Tuesday.
Yeah, what's his on-base percentage right now? No, it's
before this game, 481.
Yeah, man. That's great. And seeing him watch, I know I keep talking about going to deep into counts, but these are rookies. These are children out there going up against Zach Greinke's and doing that, just watching a pitch like that, just barely, float outside the zone.
Yeah.
And being like he's guys really soft hands. It looks like they're on the bat, being comfortable.
Yeah, and taking whatever is sent his way. Not forcing anything, which, like, as much as he was free swinging in AAA, for him to acknowledge that at 22, work on it, for him to work on it and really excel and take it up to the bigs is nuts. God, he's so fucking good.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch him develop. Even, like, times we see him, like, maybe he's swinging and missing right now. I mean, everyone's super young in this. But just seeing, like, how he responds and seeing how some of these other players, pitchers, deal with how the league is playing them. It's super fun to watch.
Okay, so talking about, like, having to make adjustments. I mean, he's only been here for, this is his 23rd plate appearance in the big leagues. When you are looking at him and you're like, how do you make an adjustment? Like they're like, what? How do you even chase to get this guy out? Because he, like, when we were talking about him poking that ball into the outfield in St. Louis and getting weak contact and then just busting ass to first. How are you even going to attack this dude? Because he can still hit breaking balls. Like, it's not like that's a weakness for him. You can see, like, a slider getting him a little bit here and there already, but it's not like they're just going to continue to throw him sliders every AB.
No, he's going to be able to adjust and recognize those pitches more the more he sees them. But yeah, I think the thing is now is just they're approaching him like a very dangerous hitter. They keep mixing it up. They don't typically throw the same pitch twice to him. Yeah. And if they do, it's to get him to swing in a bad one. So yeah.
This is a great test for him because Greinke has like 13 fucking pitches. You know what I mean? Like he's been known to even throw an ethos. So if you're going to see all the breaking balls, this is where you're going to see them from. Wow. That's the first time that I've seen a ball go to the second baseman and Elly didn't run it out.
Yeah. We'll see how he does.
Well, we have to talk shit about him now so that he can, in his next AB, he hits a fucking dinger into the fountain.
Yeah, you dummy. Didn't you have enough necklaces on? Didn't have enough family members that care about you?
Take one of those chains off. You might have made it.
Yeah.
I was texting a friend of the pod, Jake, our Seattle correspondent, and I was like, man, I think I could pull off all those chains. He was like, physically? Like, go and take them from him? Or wear that many? I was like, I could wear that many chains.
Oh yeah, it'd be really hip wearing that many chains. He's gonna change the culture around baseball, make it more flashy. It's already kind of flashy now, but I can definitely see younger kids getting that big like pendant right there.
Or 33
mom and dad.
Or 33-year-old grown men with 9 chains now.
Yeah, we could do that.
I came up. So if I were to do that, I gave myself.
I'm the fastest drinker in the world.
I smoke my meats to the lowest temp possible. This is a 46-year brisket.
He's the best in the league.
With all those chains, I said I could call myself Mr. Low T.
Mr. Low T.
Yeah, right? Pretty good. Write it down. Yeah. Mr. Low T. Yeah, fun fact, you turn 33, your dick stops working. It's just a fun fact.
Yeah,
it's true. Matt Wilkes tweeted this out. Fastest average sprint speeds in baseball so far in 5 competitive runs. Bobby Witt Jr. is the first with 30.5 feet per second. Bubba Thompson, 30.4. And Trey Turner and Elly De La Cruz are tied for 30.3. Thanks, Matt Wilkes, for that stat. And also over the weekend, Elly ripped off a 96.6 mile per hour throw. That's the hardest throw by any MLB infielder this year.
That's just one of those things. We just exist in this realm that no one else does. And that 99th percentile level across like all – really get somebody knocking the door right now.
I think you did. Jehovah's? Did you get some witnesses?
I'm not answering it.
Dude, we got a Jehovah's Witness. We had a couple come by.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I answered the shirt and I was wearing my Mothman shirt.
Oh, really?
Where it said I sucked the Mothman's dick in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Nice. Still
handed us a pamphlet, said that we needed God or whatever, so yeah.
Yeah, they should have just balked on that one. It's like, we outkicked our coverage clearly in this household.
We'll pass.
Yeah.
We'll move along. That is, I want to know who it is after this.
Yeah.
I want to know who came by. Maybe it was Bunsen fucking with us.
Could be, yeah. He could have just ran around, rang the doorbell.
Just hit it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, I just want to drop in as a producer here and talk about Elly's sprint speed. Dude, 31.9 feet per second for the infield single when he outran Adam Wainwright.
Dude, that's crazy. Dude, that's a little bit faster than me.
Just a touch?
Just a tad.
Just a tad faster. Yeah, I'm beyond amazed in knowing that this is just going to be every day for us now.
Speed doesn't slump.
Speed does. I love it when is that Chris Welsh who said that?
I think so.
He's right, dude.
I love it. That was something. It's a very similar excitement you feel when we had Billy Hamilton here. Like just when he comes up, when he gets on base, you just watch. You're just anticipating because he just throws the game off. People rush how they throw the ball. They're just really anticipating something happening from that player. So he is just an absolute game changer.
Well, the thing with Billy Hamilton, the difference between Elly and Billy Hamilton is I don't think that Billy Hamilton could hit a ball 458 feet.
No, I think Billy Hamilton could fit in one of the necklaces of Elly De La Cruz.
He'd be like looking like one of those kids wearing like their dad's hoodie.
Oh, I can see that.
Just dragging the sleeves on the ground.
Yeah, like they have like little like that bear backpack that people have like their kids on or something when they go hiking.
Oh! Wow. I mean, that was the only way he was going to be able to get close to that. That was a dart.
Yeah, I saw the tail end of that, but it looked like he probably threw that pretty fast as well.
Yeah, Elly threw it across the field, but I think he played it off a back bounce. He didn't come towards it. Yeah, I want to see that again. One knee, popped up, zing. Even a good throw. Even if that thing was spot on, that wouldn't have gotten him.
Yeah, it was a quick runner there. Whew. I mean, if he had that low enough, he maybe had a shot at him. But curious how fast that went. Because I'm sure it went every bit of like 95.
Yeah, no shit. That thing, I would love to hear the snap in the glove on that one. Elly said he's the fastest man alive.
Mm-hmm. Hasn't raced Billy or I. Pretty wild statement to throw out there.
And he hasn't raced us. He hasn't raced Usain Bolt.
He hasn't raced a horse.
Oh, what if we got him? Well, okay, here we go. Here it is. We need to bring it back with Billy Bates. Like what they did in 90. Was it 90 or 89?
Remember Chad Johnson wanted to challenge a horse too.
Yeah, well, of course he wanted to challenge a horse.
And you wanted to challenge a horse, but that was to an eating contest.
And it'd be close.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
We both have the same size trots at home.
Yeah.
Alicia has to put my shoes on with a hammer and a nail.
Oh yeah.
Morning. Oh yeah. Tick 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 tick. What if Elly could agree? What if we could get the zoo involved, bust it back out, get a cheetah on the field?
I can see that.
See who's faster?
They'd do that.
Shit, he was looking so good. He was at 3 pitches before that MJ Melendez single,
Mm-hmm.
and now starting to unravel a little bit here. Lukey Weave, get it together, kid.
We got 2 outs here.
Kid, he's my age. You think he's 33? Whatever. But yeah, no, I think we should. I would love to see some feats and maybe some competition coming to town. Usain Bolt gets on a plane, comes over. They do a first to third sprint.
We got Messi coming over too.
Oh God, how wild is that shit?
It's pretty insane. It seems like he's just going like on this tour, like around the world. Of like you just get to watch him.
Yeah, you just get to enjoy this, dude. So FC Cincinnati for the U.S. Open Cup, August 9th, I want to say, or no, it's like the 23rd. So they play them at home, and like Messi's, it's like saying like I'm playing and everything when I get over here.
That's pretty crazy.
So Messi will be playing at TQL Stadium. How fucking wild is that shit?
That's pretty crazy. I can't believe that's going to happen. Dude, Cincy Sports is just going to be fucking bananas the next few years.
Oh my God. We're never going to get a break. It's just across the board excellence.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's pretty
Great
freaking
times
rad.
to be in Cincinnati.
So one of the things with Elly and his speed, people are saying, move him to center field. You guys should think about how fast he could be. Think about how much ground he could cover. What do you think of that?
I'm just getting really irritated with the idea of like us really throwing around people. You can have some people be comfortable in a position. He's a once in a lifetime player. Let him stay there. I think he's earned the right to stay at shortstop until he does something that's gonna. No, I don't like it. And yeah, he's really fast, but I can see him running around, running to a fucking wall, running into another player. I don't want to see. We got some other professional players that can fill that gap.
Yeah, that can play center field. And I'm with you, man. When you especially said run into the wall and run into another player, that is where it's horrifying. We already saw that with Nick Senzel and his knees.
Yeah.
Why are you going to take someone who, one, is fast, got it, but then also hasn't played the position ever in their professional career, working their way up through the minors to the pros? You're going to be like, oh, yeah, you did this the whole time? We're going to have you go do that.
Yeah. You know how you just came up from AAA and you just were shooting up through the organization. We're going to start you in the 4-hole, and also now you're going to learn a new position. Also, I understand you don't understand half the words I'm saying right now. You're learning a new language. So it's all this. He's 21. Yeah, so I don't like that idea. There's some players I can see performing better that might track well to be in an outfield or a corner infield somewhere. So yeah, there's some people that make sense to move around. Elly De La Cruz is not one of them.
No, he's not that dude. He's not that guy. I'm with you. You just want to maintain as much wear and tear off those knees. Mm. If you're already worried about wear and tear with Tyler Stevenson behind the dish,
yeah,
quite possibly, they said at start the year 60 games behind the dish, still fair amount. If you're worried about his knees, you should be twice to 10 times more concerned about this guy. And this guy's health.
Yeah. His knees are a lot more valuable to the Reds organization. So yeah, there's definitely some players that I can see moving around. I mean, we were just talking before this, and I think I can't remember what game it was that Jonathan India was sporting a first baseman. I'm not opposed to that idea if you want to keep India, on the field. There's a lot of other, better fielders that can play second base and shortstop. It's no secret that there's a bit of a logjam there. So yeah, I can see India putting on a first base mitt before I can see Cruz being anywhere in the outfield.
I 100% agree with you. And it's not like Spencer Steer. I mean, he didn't have a good series in nice, right on the corner. Thank God, got out of that. Yeah. Spencer Steer didn't have a great series in St. Louis, but he didn't need to. It's time for he can go cold for a series, but Spencer Steer hasn't lost the right to not play first. He's your defending NL Rookie of the Month for the month of May.
Yeah, he's doing so good, and he's being kind of low key about it. We keep forgetting how many good players that we have on this team, are playing at a very high level right now. That Steer being one of them, who's a legit Rookie of the Year candidate. But yeah, that's another person that you got to figure, like, okay, is he the first baseman? Can he be moved around? But so far, it looks like Steer is going to be the first baseman of the future.
For now.
Yeah.
Until CES comes up, and we'll get to him a little bit. But Steer's played left, and he's like, I'll play wherever I get to play. And that's like one of those things where you're like, all right, cool. Then we'll put you in left.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be interesting to see with all this talent who the odd man out is. And there's someone that we have talked so much shit about.
Mm-hmm.
Who's really turned a corner. Since being called back up, Will Benson is 13 for 36, 361, 425, 500 with a 925 OPS, and smoked that walk-off that we watched last week.
Yeah, dude, he's looking great doing it too, man. He's just fucking in the zone. It's physically and mentally, he seems to be a much different player. He just seems to be relaxed at the plate, and he is fucking with authority driving balls.
Yeah, dude, he's getting lift. Where like the whole time when we were watching, we're like, why is he just grounding out constantly with that long swing? It's almost like he was slowing himself down to make contact. Where now he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder this baseball.
Yeah, I'm just gonna unleash.
Yeah, I'm going to break the seams on it because I'm 6'16" and am a monstrous human being.
Let the big dog eat.
Arr. So yeah, dude, that's all. He really just needed a head check.
Yeah, that's awesome to see that. That's huge.
It was massive. So thinking about this coming up, you've got Senzel out,
mm-hmm.
Rake Fraley's out, TJ Friel's back.
Mm-hmm.
Your outfield options are Stuart Fairchild.
He's been doing great lately.
He's been solid too. Billy Benson. Wait, what is I have it pulled up here. What has he done in the over the series, 273, 333, 364. I believe he's got a double in there too.
One real clutch hit.
He did. He had a clutch double on Saturday night. But 2 singles, a double. No power from him, but he does give you a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just him getting on, and you get to have that speed is nice. So
yeah, be great coming off the bench player.
But then he only plays outfield. So you've got Will Myers, who just DFA him.
Yeah, right now there's no place for him on this team.
None.
We're talking about too many good players right now that are doing really amazing things, and this Will Myers has not came to the party at all this year.
No, and you might as well uninvite him. Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah, man, aren't you busy? I thought you were busy. You couldn't make it.
Yeah, you didn't get the invite?
You didn't? Oh, man.
Sorry, bruh.
Must have lost it in my email.
Must have lost it with that bat you didn't bring.
Oh, I think I lost the invite with the kidney stones they pulled out of you.
Yeah, you fucking freak. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's a very clear decision.
Yeah, and Tyler Stevenson's starting to click again.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of the devil, he's right here batting, taking him in a 1-2 count against Greinke. But since June 1st, it's 263, 310, 447. He's got 2 homers, a double, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 42 plate appearances. So I mean, that's somebody who you needed to get running again, and we were talking about was it a shoulder? Was it a head thing? And right now his swings are starting to look a lot better.
Yeah, he's looking good. He seems like he's feeling better too.
Yeah.
Kid's having fun.
Fun.
Yeah, getting some key hits, had some nice RBIs over the past couple series. Yeah, playing a lot better.
And you also have an issue with, he's playing a lot better. You do want to protect him, but at this point, you can't carry 3 catchers on this roster.
No. Something's got to give here, and it's about ready to happen, I think, with the next call up,
Oh, it has to. I mean, look, I love Luke Maile and I love Kurt Casale, but this isn't sustainable when you need to get more bats into your lineup at a higher frequency.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out what they need more. Bat, glove. There's gonna be some tough decisions made, but it'll all be for the better of the team here.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to say it. Like Luke Maley, um, yeah,
Homegrown talent.
homegrown, 3 RBIs, had a big double
Mm.
against the Cards this weekend, and Kirk Casale has started to slowly hit again. But
Got a great clutch hit against the Cardinals.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're looking at this and you're going, where do we free up the space? You have to decide who works better with who. Is Malley working better with like Abbott, or is it Casale, who's the more the veteran dude? I mean, I don't want to make that choice because I like both of those dudes and I love what they do in the Reds catching room, but you just can't do that, man.
Yeah, there's going to have to be those decisions made. And yeah, it's going to be some tough ones, and you can make a good argument for either of those dudes to stay or go.
Yeah, and so. If Kurt and or Luke will find themselves back on their feet because they're veteran dudes who know what they're doing.
Yeah, and baseball's a crazy game. Injuries abound a lot of times, so I mean, who knows?
Yeah. And I understand last year, like when they were so concerned with Tyler going down and then just losing catcher after catcher after catcher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got all the way down to Chucky Robinson scraping the bottom of the barrel, and like, I mean, how many? We had like 5 different catchers behind the dish last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I get wanting to have a plan, but it has worked well enough. But you can't have. You can't have that when you've got CES that's going to be here soon.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
Yeah. And Matt McClain, just aside from that first AB, hotter than piss. I mean, still, since he came up, is that going to – nah, it's a fly ball. Billy Benson spoke too highly of him. We got to talk shit again so he starts slumping.
Moron.
Idiot.
Dummy.
Dingus. Don't – But yeah, dude, I mean, since May 15th, since he's come up, 336, 387, 518 with a 140 weighted runs created plus.
Dude, it's crazy. Like even the last series against the Cardinals, I think it was like the 8th inning. He swung at something, he struck out. He swung at something outside the zone, and it was just like I had that feeling like, oh man, you never see that with him. And it's like he's still a fucking rookie, and I have this built-in thing where like I have so much confidence in his plate discipline. And he's the type of guy, you know, feels comfortable waiting back on a ball and just drive it out to right field.
Yeah, and just slap it anywhere, dude. Mm-hmm. And with his speed, it's just nuts. So, like, 4th and All-Star voting, go vote for him. And also go write in Elly De La Cruz.
Absolutely.
Just come on. Joey Votto started rehabbing. He's 3 for 22 with a home run. He walked 5 times and struck out 6. That's better than the last time he was down there. But
it's not call-up numbers.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. And also, we're talking Joey Votto here, so he could be going up to play just to stare at the laces of a ball. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait until he gets settled back into like the Votto form that he feels he can be.
Yeah.
And then be back up, playing with the kids here. I really can't wait to see the young and the old playing, some competitive baseball.
Dude, imagine how much of a lift this lineup can get if he is 2021 Joey Votto.
Oh my goodness. And just like how everyone feeds off the energy in that, in that dugout.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the dugout. I just can't wait to see that. I really want to see that come to fruition here.
So let's say, we're looking, in 21, I'm pulling it up right here. In 21, 36 homers, 99 ribs, 266, 375, 563. That's awesome. I mean, like that enough. The power is something that we were talking about this team missing because there's so much speed and they win the hard way, as in Elly basically coming in from third to home on a ground ball.
Yeah.
If you can have someone just walk up and then clear the bases, that's just a huge lift to your offense and your confidence too.
Man, that'd be so dope. Man, I really hope Votto could bring that power again. But even if he's contributes like what they're doing, like station to station with the Reds, seemingly. I mean, he can be that guy that you come up in a clutch situation. He's got a couple dudes in scoring position. He's like, I was fucking dunking in the left field. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then you've also got CS right behind him, your International Player of the Week, 526, 640, 1.105 OPS, 3 home runs, 8 ribs, 6 walks. And this is from Lance McAllister. Last 14 games, 8 Ks, 16 walks. That was the thing he needed to work on. He's worked on it. So you just have, it's almost like an arms race to see who can get back up here and get healthy first to get playing time in this honestly swampy, deep infield.
So they're going to have to make some room here because there's not too much more he needs to do. There's not that much more for him down in AAA. So, whether it's going to be DH playing a corner position, not quite sure.
Yeah, because then you've also got to move. You've got to make room for Senzel, who wasn't having a bad year.
No, he was doing really good. He was actually playing to what you really wanted to see out of him, and also taking a leadership position, being one of the oldest dudes in the clubhouse there.
Yeah, him and Indian. Nice fucking pitch, Luke. There you go. Get the K at the bottom of the zone.
So I would love to see Senzel healthy. I like seeing him play third. I can see Sace playing third as well. I can see there being people rotating off playing DH.
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities. Ultimately, you're just trying to put the best lineup out there in terms of what bats you got, and not try to throw too many people around in positions they're unfamiliar with.
Right. You don't want it to be like a Little League All-Star team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I played 1 year and I caught the whole year, and they're like, "You're playing second." I was like, "I've never played second in my entire
life. No idea what I'm doing.
No clue whatsoever. I'm 10."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, this is where we're putting you." I was like, "Well, then I'm going to be bad at it."
Yeah. You're going to have to scream at me a lot.
You're going to have to yell. And guess who fell on their butt trying to get a grounder? This guy. So after saying all this and seeing where our holes are, which, you've got guys coming off the IL that are going to be starting in your starting pitching. You've got guys who could be coming back. Ligma Nuts is back. And can this team actually contend and win the NL Central?
Absolutely. I don't see any reason why not. I feel like even we see him going up against a team like the Yankees. This is even before we had Cruz. They were still competing, and they believe that they can beat them.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. So, I think they can definitely compete within, the Central to potentially come out on top. I don't want to be the one to say that they can't do anything at this point. I say absolutely. They can compete to win the Central.
I agree. I agree with you. The word, when I said compete, I mean compete. I mean, it's going to be neck and neck the whole way through because this team is only going to get better with people coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think they do it? I don't know. It's way too early. Ask me after the trade deadline because that's when it's important. Because I think you're missing one vet reliever. You're missing a dude who can come in behind Lucas Sims in your bullpen. Someone that you can 100% rely upon. That has that veteran presence that's been there before. Because that isn't out there.
I totally agree with that. I think the biggest questions you see, the biggest holes, is clearly the starting pitching with the Reds. I mean, one in terms of consistency, health, and a veteran presence that can do the things that the Reds haven't done yet. These people are just so new in their careers that having a guy that's been there before would do a tremendous amount of good for this Reds organization.
Couldn't agree with you more, partner. So I think that you go out and you trade for someone like Trevor May, or a reunion with Aroldis Chapman would be pretty fun.
That'd be pretty wild.
It'd be pretty cool. Or maybe Carl Edwards Jr. from the Nationals. Those are 3 dudes that I think a lot of people are going to be targeting, so it's going to be expensive because you've got more teams in it towards the deadline because of the expanded playoffs. So, but maybe you get TJ Antone back in time for the playoff run, and there's a guy that can pitch the 7th, the 6th, and 7th, like 2/3 of the 6th and then into the 7th.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can depend on that, but we're watching Luke Weaver not pitch well. The only starting pitcher I can think of that is available right now would be like Eduardo Rodriguez, and he's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he could opt out of his contract at the end of the year. So, I don't know, man. It's just going to be stuff that we're going to be talking about for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff happening. A lot of pieces getting moved around, and there might be some more pieces coming in. So it's a lot of things getting shuffled.
Logos getting shuffy-wuffy. Tony Santillan is going to be back in July. Eventually is what they said. He'll get back here in the next month or so. This was updated June 5th. Big one is TJ Antone. They're going to check on him again shortly because that could be that guy. That could be your boy. And mid-July for Nick Lodolo. We did not touch on this last week. Shang En Lin, 18-year-old, can play shortstop. He can play outfield. He can pitch. He can throw 99. He is being touted as Taiwanese Shohei Ohtani.
That would be bananas.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, could you imagine once, and this is all, hypothetical situation here, and it's getting really greedy with what the baseball gods have blessed us with here. But seeing like an Elly De La Cruz, like in his like kind of more matured fashion, and then seeing a young Shohei Ohtani join the team, how wild would that be?
That would be nuts.
So just something else to keep on the radar here. But he's a child throwing 99 in the infield.
Yeah, he could, who knows what his strength will be at when he's 22.
Yeah.
Oh, he got him.
Well, he's off now.
There we go. All right, end the inning. That's the Blanco. That's the guy they called up.
Oh yeah.
Who stole 46 bases coming up to so far. Good throw, Luke. Was that Luke or is that Kurt? It's not Tyler. Because Tyler's DHing. So, but yeah, again, he's 18. We'll check on him in 4 years.
Yep.
We'll see where you're looking here. And Connor Phillips, who came in the Winker Suarez trade, he's the Southern League Pitcher of the Week. 7 scoreless innings with 10 Ks, only gave up 1 hit. He's now 11 games in AAA where he's thrown 52 innings. He's given up. He's got 89 Ks to 23 walks. Stud.
Mm-hmm.
Stud. So look at the schedule, and then we'll round third and head for home. Tonight, right now, against Kansas City, and then 2 more at KC. Off day Thursday, 3 at Houston. They don't have Yordan Alvarez, which is a blow to their offense, but that is still not a fun series.
Mm.
So, the Reds have been solid on the road, 13-8. So, hopefully we can take 2 out of 3 here in Kansas City and then take 2 out of 3 in Houston before we get back home. And we got 3 at home against the Rockies, who are dog shit.
Yeah.
And then off Thursday, and then 3 against Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. They are very good at baseball.
Yeah, these are going to be some tough, with Houston and the Braves, those are going to be some tough series, but that'll be great to test the Reds' ability here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we might have another player on the team at that point.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be real nice. So let's round third and head for home. What do you got, buddy?
I know I got a show coming up with a symposium at the end of the month. I believe they do them Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll also be going to another concert next week, just right up the street at that new Megacore place.
Megacore.
To see My Morning Jacket. Can't wait for that. And I'll post some other shows I got coming up. But what about you?
What do I got? Saturday, I'm at this place near Sandusky, Ohio. I forget what the venue's called. I'm headlining that show. And then July, the first Thursday of the month. Next month. Yeah, next month is Lost and Found.
Oh, yeah. Nice. That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Did Stuart Fairchild just hit a dinger?
Yeah, he fucking did.
Oh, yeah, baby! That high five's real. So, yeah, we just got to talk shit about Stuart Little.
Yeah, I got to work on my high five since the last time. Billy sent me down to the AAA for that one.
Yeah, I did. I put him on a quick rehab assignment.
Yeah. So tonight.
Oh, no. Yeah, thanks for calling us out, Danny, you son of a bitch. So, well, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely, anytime. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, and as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.